Sorry, let me just. Yeah, hello.
Choma, you mad? Choma, you are stupid, incompetent. How many times did I have to call you before you can pick?
Wait. Who the hell are you? Who the hell are you?
Choma, who the hell is that?
Shut up your mouth! You are talking to the husband of the woman you called at 3 a.m. in the morning. Are you normal? Repeat after me. I am saved in Jesus' name. Repeat, say it after me. Don't you ever call this number again at this ungodly hour.
The year is 2009. Beyonce has recently dropped an anthem for the single ladies despite secretly being married. Gaga burst to popularity with Poker Face. And we hate blood flow, so we're wearing skinny jeans. But most importantly, at least for this video, after years of 3D animation with classics like Shrek, Finding Nemo, Disney decided to revisit its roots of 2D hand-drawn animation with The Princess and the Frog. A tale of ambition and unexpected adventure. It follows Tiana, a hard-working waitress in 1920s New Orleans, who dreams of owning her own restaurant. When she kisses Prince Navine, who has been cursed into being a frog by the villainous Dr. Facilier, she's turned into a frog too. Together they experience individual heroes' journeys as they journey through the bayou, seeking help, meeting allies like the jazz-loving alligator Louie and the kind firefly Ray. With guidance from the quirky Mama Odie, they discover what truly matters, break the curse, and Tiana finally opens her and her father's dream restaurant with love by her side. Despite not breaking any box office records, it opened the doors for representation as Tiana is the first black princess. It not only okayed, but it champions women's ambition, and it remains a classic till this day. That being said, was it really a modern fairy tale, or was it something else entirely? Something a little more complex, a little less magical. It was a beautiful film, but could it have been better? Tiana is real. And that is the problem. Black women in the United States are more likely than any other ethnic grouping to out-earn their spouses or their partners. As of 2023, approximately 47% of black mothers are single parents. Also, over 1/3 of poor black men aged 35 to 44 have children with more than one mother. These are not statistics to be proud of, and yet we see that The Princess and the Frog has all the ingredients to make this Tiana and Navine's future. A hardworking, ambitious, and family-oriented young lady, she seems tough because she wears trauma well, but in reality she is a nurturer, always taking care of others and giving herself away. A perfect target for ingredient number 2. Navine. He is a player, irresponsible, unambitious, and lazy. A spoiled prince who lived a carefree life, partying and playing music. Because of this, his parents cut him off financially, and that's why he came to New Orleans, not to find love, but to marry into wealth, so that he can maintain his lifestyle without having to work for it. He gains favor from people by using charm, charisma, and good looks. Navine is a rapper, okay? Navine is a rapper. Ingredient 3 is a community that sees these two characters and supports their coming together. Just like we saw in the Russell Wilson, Sierra, and Future situation, so many who consider themselves pillars of the community could not understand why Sierra went for a square. It's only logical that she goes for the man who has multiple children with multiple women, because he has street credit. Now granted, Navine does go through a full transformation. Through their journey together, he matures, he learns the value of hard work and love, making his character arc one of growth. But sadly, that is the only part of their story that makes this a fairy tale. In reality, some Navines do rise to the occasion, grow, and match their partner's drive, but most do not. Because The Princess and the Frog reflects so much of reality, Navine's character arc is not enough to qualify it as a fairy tale. It is just a beautifully animated hustle. Why is that? Fairy tales are not made for us to gain perspective. The point is not to make us optimistic about a terrible life and to give us just enough hope that things could get slightly better. They are to feed our delusions, affirm our unrealistic expectations, and for kids, a lesson to build morality quickly because of an insane plot twist due to an act of kindness done by the lead. It's also supposed to give them something to aspire to. So to want to gain a Navine is aspiring to become a rehabilitation center for broken men. Yes, I cringed when I said it because it is overused, but it doesn't make it untrue. And so it got me thinking, what changes could have been made to make that great story a fairy tale? Tiana, by character, is a modern woman. So what does a modern woman's Prince Charming look like?
Achalugo, I'm going to marry you. You're going to be my wife.
Ojogo, please.
This one line had the girls in a chokehold. Achalugo, I'm going to marry you. So I had to watch the movie and I wasn't disappointed. For those who have not experienced this greatness, let me break it down. The movie in question is Love in Every Word, a 2025 Nigerian romantic drama that is directed by Omoni Oboli. It stars Uzo as Obiora and Bamike, who is affectionately known as Bam Bam, who plays Chioma. The story follows Chioma, a beautiful, intelligent and ambitious young lady, trying to navigate the world of corporate, love, and entrepreneurship the best that she can. If there is one thing done right in this movie, it is the direction. They chose to maximize dialogue and slow pacing. Every scene was minimal, but it told a very big picture, because just within the first 5 minutes, we establish full context of Chioma's life. Not too much context that it gets boring, but just enough predictability that you get curious about how it will be executed. From the size and aesthetic of her office, we see that she has a great job. From the short phone call she has with her mother, we establish that she has a great relationship with her, that they even banter. They can disagree playfully. Her secretary walks in and she gives a solution instantly, which means she is great at what she does. This scene gives K-drama, except slow-paced and less dynamic music and angles. They also share a great superior and junior dynamic. Then her boss walks in, and from this we realize that sadly, even though she has a great job, her work environment sucks. She is so mean, to say the least.
I've had barely 24 hours to attend to this.
Excuses, excuses, excuses. Do you think we are playing here? Gosh, I hate incompetence.
But regardless, we are not here for all of that. It is a rom-com, after all. The hint at her love life in this scene is subtle, but it says everything. She receives a parcel from her boyfriend and she asks, where did he get the money to buy this?
Oh, nice. Where did Davis get money from?
She also gets a disturbing booty call from this foreign man. Easy to say her love life is in the dumps. In my opinion, one of the most intelligent things that was done in this movie was adding the character of her boss and establishing it in the very beginning. Why is because when people hear career woman, she is who they picture. Mean without reason, unreasonable, bitter, and unwed. Not that there is anything wrong with being unwed, but it is perceived that that is one of the major reasons that she is bitter. Immediately as an audience, we are allowed to let go of that stereotype because our lead is a more accurate representation of a normal career woman. And she also finds this businesswoman caricature unbearable, but she handles her with grace. In today's fragile climate, Chioma is a great representation of what your everyday career woman looks like. Just a woman who enjoys her career. That's it. Nothing political, nothing philosophical. Just a woman capable of kindness, desires to be loved, and she likes her job. Chioma sadly had a type: handsome, good command in English, charisma, ambitious, but no result to show for it.
Why were you even with that guy for so long?
He's a spec now.
Athletic,
Wow.
ambitious, smoking hot, and a good command of English.
The ex-boyfriend we were shown misused her savings to invest in an unreliable scheme, then had the audacity to ask her for more money because it was no problem for her, and even goes on to demean her concerns.
All I'm asking for is $2,000. You and I know $2,000 is it's not a big deal. You have it. You know I know you have it. All right, so don't be stingy. Just, Lord.
Long story short, seeing this gave me some relief. Not because she had bad taste, and also not because she rightfully kicked him out of her house, but because this man, characteristic-wise, resembled Navine so much. I was relieved that this character showed up in the beginning, as the type of love she is supposed to move from, to flee from. After all this drama, Chioma travels for her cousin's wedding. As they are chatting it up, the scene changes to slow motion, and in the distance comes this pack of finely traditionally dressed men. But in her view is only one of them, and from the shared eye contact we see that the feeling is mutual. You can tell that this man believes he just saw a woman that is about to change his life. And later we find that while that moment was momentary for her, it was permanent for him. That very night, as she is hiding away from all the guests that her mother is trying to make her suitors, this man finds her. His name is Obiora. In this laughter-filled conversation, he asks if she is taken. When he sees an opening, he establishes his intentions.
But I also want to make sure that I am not firing at a post with a keeper, because I want to make it very clear. I am going to marry you. I believe that I'm going to marry you. Yes.
She laughs it off, but he is serious. A bit later on, he states, "I'm just playing along. I know how this ends. I'm going to marry you." He is so sure.
I already know how this thing is going to end. I'm only just trying to guide it, but I am telling you for a fact that you're going to be my wife.
In real life, sure, red flag, but this is as fairy tale as it gets. Love at first sight. He calls her Achaluko, which is very special because Chioma has very phenotypically black features. A curvy body, beautifully rounded facial features, radiant dark brown skin. This is the woman he calls Achaluko, meaning beautiful one. If that isn't representation, I don't know what is. After some not so grand and also grand gestures because he is loaded, Obiora wins over Chioma and they start dating. She makes it known that she knows men of his tribe, which is Igbo, are prone to love a stay-at-home wife. And so if that's what he wants, then she is not the one. Obiora then clarifies, saying something along the lines of, "We don't like our women working, not because of oppression, but we don't like them stressed." He then makes it a clear point to say that he loves that she is a career woman.
The first time I set my eyes on you, I saw my whole future. I saw my wife. And then when I now started having a conversation with your mother, she told me that you are a career woman. And I love career women. As someone, I have been looking for the perfect woman for me all my life. You, Chioma, Gift, Okoje, you are everything that I want and more. I love you.
He loves her independence, her passion, and he would love to support her, whatever that may look like to her, at her level of comfort. That's one of the most healing parts for a lot of girls, knowing that you are supported and rooted for in your passions completely. They are also patient and kind to one another. They make a phenomenal couple. So it was quite shocking when we find out at the same time as Obiora that basically she does not see herself being married to him. Her friends ask her the same question we all have. Why? She then gives an answer that seems completely shallow and petty on the surface, but with slightly more thought makes a little more sense, then with full context is understandable. She replies, "His accent."
He's a great listener. He's good looking. He's self-aware. He's rich. Wealthy. My sister, God bless you. He's generous. A 15/10. And you don't want to see him again because...
His accent. You see what? Because of his accent.
When it comes to accents that are considered attractive, the title has been given to Eurocentric accents, French, Spanish, English, you name it. And if you don't have these, it has to be a polished version of whatever country or ethnic grouping that you belong to. So I too was shocked when I heard Obiora speak for the first time at the wedding scene. He has a thick, strong Nigerian accent, often embellishing his speech with Igbo phrases or sentences or words. It is very beautiful to see, but it is also a very brave and bold move on the side of the writers, because I have never seen a lead having this accent, and it healed something in me. It reminded me of wholesome TikTok couples like Ling and Lam or Sheena and Trit.
Let's go. Leave camera alone. Let's
But
go.
I literally said I have to ask you an important question and you're leaving.
Okay, what is the important question?
Do you still love me?
Where is that coming from? Did I do something that made you think I don't love you? Of course I love you.
Did you do something?
No, I'm asking you because you are asking
Okay, because
me.
you're going to that. I just want to know if you love me. That's all.
Is there a roof over your head? Do you drive a nice car? Do you eat well? The pressure in your front and back tire, are they being maintained? Because I don't know where this came from. Oh, do you still love me? Let all of us stay here now. Is your engine getting serviced?
What?
Both men have thick accents and are found to be very hilarious by their spouses. You can also tell that they have a deep love for their wives despite how much they tease them. But then we go on a deep level. The reason she is repulsed by Obiora is because he is exactly like her father, who had abandoned her and her mother when she was younger. He was an Igbo man, thick accent, charismatic, traditional attire, the whole package. Her trauma subconsciously made her avoid all men who resembled her father in order not to repeat the cycle.
Has Choma ever spoken to you about her father?
No, but I understand that he was a titled man from Imo State.
Yes, he was. And he was rich. And he spoke exactly like you.
Okay, he had an accent.
Yes.
Choma really loves you more than she has ever loved anybody.
It's just, you're exactly like her father. And she hates him.
I don't follow.
Apparently, Choma's mother was his Nigerian wife. And Choma was a bastard. Her mother was his mistress. Ever since that day, Choma has hated him so much that she stayed away from any man that remotely reminds her of him.
After this information is disclosed to Obiora by Chioma's confidants, he runs back to her in order to resolve their misunderstanding and talk through their way forward in a final scene that I can only describe as one of the most organic and natural feeling scenes I have ever experienced. Those actors have chemistry. They agree that they will continue to show up for themselves and each other. Chioma also leaves her toxic work environment and starts her own company after the encouragement of her friends and Obiora. I also love the inclusion of her genuine friends, their genuine friend group. One of them even went as far as to sue her ex-boyfriend for all the money that he had swindled her out of.
Not to worry, babes. I'll get back every penny. If he thinks he's going to get away with all of this, he's mad.
I think the girls love the girls, and even though sometimes it goes to extremes, all of us are just looking for community, and I'm really glad that that was a major point of this film. They really emphasize the wonderful friendship that they have and how they show up for each other. Love in Every Word was a fairy tale, so beautiful that it feels unrealistic. Her prince was hilarious to her, handsome, kind, and filthy rich. She had girlfriends that loved her, a mother that adored her, and a work that fulfilled her. It ticks all the modern fairy tale boxes, and I wouldn't have it any other way. If you enjoyed this video, remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. The wind today is crazy.